Hello everybody, socalthero here. Welcome back to another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. In this one, we are going to be doing one of my bucket list items today on the around the world trip. I'm still here in Shanghai, China right now at their airport. And I'm going to be flying north today to Beijing, China. And the bucket list item for today, sorry, I got something in my eye here. I had to stop walking just for a sec there to get it out. Is to check out the Great Wall of China. I've been looking forward to this one to get to see it in the sim here. I had to make some changes to the flight. We're gonna obviously, well, let me get out here real quick. Yeah, that's off, that's off, that's off, and luggage is closed. Okay, we're all on board now. We're gonna get ready to take off here. I did have to make a change to the flight plan. We are taking off here, and then we got to fly north for a little while. It's almost a 3-hour flight. It might be a little bit longer because I had to change it. This is where the Beijing airport is, and the way it was going to have me come in was along the left-hand side here to land for the ILS. I added a waypoint up to here. That's just it doesn't make sense, right? It just goes way up here and then back down. The reason I did that is I had to Google it, but the Great Wall of China, I mean, it's pretty big, but still, it's supposed to run along where my cursor is here. It should be, we should fly right over it. I'll be flying to the left, or it'll be on my left when I'm about here, where Google Maps places it. Obviously, it goes all the way up through China here because it's a big ass wall. But I'm thinking if I go up to here and then I come back down, we should fly over it. So our flight level today is actually going to be, according to SimBrief, 27,000 feet, I believe. Yeah, 27.6. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in here for today's flight. And I'm going to get the aircraft turned on so we can send this information to it. We're going to, whoops. I'm going to turn off ATC, though, because I don't need to hear them yapping in my ear, especially at a pretty big airport like this. But I'm probably not going to do any B-roll footage of me flying up to there like I do in the other videos, because it makes a little more sense to make the video not so long with that plus our tour around it. I'm not sure what we're gonna see up there. I'm not sure what to expect. Being in the sim, it might be modeled, it might not be. I'm hoping it is, but not sure how much we'll get to see and how much we'll get to see when we get off the aircraft and fly the drone as well. So I'm going to kind of leave things open here so that way it doesn't make it too long of a video in the event there's a lot there. So I'm looking up in the sky right now because my game was trying to load all of this information in. We go ahead and fire up the aircraft. Still loading information, and being at a big airport like this and then with this reshade, it's having a grand time trying to load everything in, especially being online. Oh, yep, sorry, I did miss some steps there. There we go. Get some oxygen in here, get some air going. So we're gonna be at 29.6 or 27.6 rather, not 29. So used to being at 29,000 feet. That's what SimBrief wants me at all the time, it seems like. Oh, went too far. And we're going to go ahead and get this set up here. We're actually going to get the flight set up to be... Actually, we're going to get it set up to be correct. They want us at 250 knots at this flight level. And that's our climb, and then that's where we get to there. Okay, so flight level needs to change over here, but I think it'll change as we take off. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and put FLC on, navigation's on, flight director's on. No, arm the auto throttle, and pins are pulled. Everybody's seat belted in. Imaginary girlfriend is there, which is never a thing. And we should be good. Okay, let's go ahead and release the parking brake. And we're going to be departing out on the runway that we came in on, which is 18 left. And as you can see, we're kind of over here where we parked too. So it actually worked out pretty well for us. for the immersion aspect of this. So yeah, we're gonna be taxiing down there. So it is a little bit of a longer flight. It says it's gonna take 2 hours and 45 minutes on SimBrief, but that is calculating on an ILS landing and not going off the flight plan like I plan to try to fly over the Great Wall of China. So it is going to probably take a little bit longer for me here, but that's okay. I don't mind. This is one of the things I wanted to see, and I'm really excited to see it. It's kind of like the pyramids of Giza. That was a lot of fun to do. I would love to actually go back to some of the places that I wanted to visit that I got to in Flight Sim 2020 and see how they look in 2024. I may do that. I've said that before, and the more I see stuff that I wanted to see in the sim and not just flying connection to connection to get to it, the more I'm thinking like maybe I should start somewhere and fly to the landmarks that I wanted to see originally on my bucket list here, like Rio de Janeiro. It would mostly be South America, if I'm being totally honest. It's like Mexico City, which I've been to IRL, which was pretty fun, and it's pretty beautiful there. But also for like, this is where I want to be? I think this is where I want to be. Yeah, I want to be out on 18L. Here we go. Although that says it's 18L as well. That must be for bigger aircraft. And we're not big, so we're not worried about that. Fully phrasing that too, for those that are paying attention. Alright, flaps are at 50. Everything is armed. Landing lights are not on. Let's go ahead and get those on. And if anybody's on the runway, well, too bad. That's all I gotta say. Sorry, AI. I'm gonna run you down in my Vision Jet. And it'll make no sense because you'll probably be in an A330 or something, or a 747. Alright, this all set. Good there. Flaps. I actually did speed bugs today. Alright, time to rotate. Positive rate, gear up. So long, Shanghai. You were beautiful with those towers. I'm looking forward to see what's in Beijing, along with seeing the Great Wall of China. Not sure how much of it we're going to see, and I'm not sure how much we're going to see on our next flight out of there, too. Our next flight, I believe, let me see here. It's going to require me to click out of the sim, so hopefully the sim doesn't get pissed off at me. It's where I think it, oh, yeah, it is. Cool. So the next flight is going to take us to Seoul, South Korea. Oh, we got an outer marker nailing us right now. And I wanted to make things interesting because I obviously have never seen, most Americans have never seen it. And if they have, they're usually captured and kept prisoner there. But I want to fly from Beijing to South Korea, Seoul, South Korea. But I want to get there by flying over North Korea. Obviously, you wouldn't want to do that. IRL, but I want to do it. I just want to say that I could do it in the sim. So I'm looking forward to the next flight too, because it's going to take us over North Korea into South Korea, which will be pretty neat. So we are making our climb out of here right now. In fact, I will go ahead and turn on the autopilot because I got FLC for today. And we're going to let the auto throttle do its thing. And we're going to let the aircraft climb on out of here on its own. Oh, there's the outer marker. I got a mark or a ping for something else, I guess. These bigger international airports, I don't know what all the pings are here. I only know outer marker, and that could be totally wrong. I'm just assuming that from the Die Hard 2 movie. If you've seen it, you know they reference the outer marker for the airport for JFK, I believe is the airport they were at. Or maybe it's Newark. I can't remember now. But anyways, guys, we are on our way. I'm going to let the aircraft do its thing. I'm going to watch some videos on the way there. There's no in-flight movie for me today. Oh, look at that. There's a power plant over there, like a nuclear power plant. I didn't see that on the way in. That's pretty cool. But I got a podcast that I watched that I was not able to finish at work today listening to because it's pretty busy at work, and it's a political one, so I'm not going to go into details on that. But anyways, guys, sit back, relax, and get ready to see the Great Wall of China in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. All right, guys, we are back, and kind of a bummer to have to report here, but it looks like the sim is not depicting the wall as an actual wall, and it has it like as a trail in a mountain. So based on Google Maps, this is a town just to the right of it that goes through the mountains here, and there's this shadowing that the sim is interpreting as water. But if you go to the left of it on Google Maps, you will see the wall start before it gets to this other town on the other side of this mountain here. So it actually runs along this mountain range here. So unfortunately, it's kind of a bummer because this is kind of one I was hoping was in here. Maybe somebody has a scenery that actually puts it in here over by Beijing. But this right here, this stripe here, I'll put the cursor on the screen. So this right here is the actual Great Wall of China, and unfortunately it's flat. There is some parts of it where it gets interpreted, like you can see the image right there of one of the towers that was on the wall, and you follow it along here and it comes over here, it comes up here, and again another one of the towers, you can see the image from Google satellite there shows a building. So the sim is trying to depict something there, so it's trying to it looks like it's trying to put a house there instead of a tower, but it is a little limited. And then as you can see, the wall actually continues back along here. Again, a couple more towers and structures being depicted here, and then the wall continues into this tree line here where the sim starts to lose it a little bit. It grabs a few of the buildings in here, but the tree coverage is so thick that from the satellite imaging, the sim is simulating this as being a complete, like, I want to say like a forested mountain, and it's thinking that this is a trail instead of the actual Great Wall of China. From what I can tell, I could be totally wrong, but looking at Google Images, I'll show you guys how I determined this. I'm looking at this body of water right here. This edge of this body of water runs straight up to the wall, and when you get to it on Google Images, the Google will actually or Google Maps rather, it will put the wall here, but it's actually offset to like kind of the side of the mountain closer to here. So I could be wrong, and this is actually the wall, these trails right here, or these are trails to get to it. I don't know, it's one of the two, or it might actually be part of the wall too. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that is the Great Wall of China right there, which unfortunately is not a wall at all. But if there's a scenery for it, maybe I'll stick it in and take a look and see if it looks any better with that. But we do have some things near the airport, so
pull up.
Oh yeah.
Pull up.
One
pull
sec.
Up. Pull up.
Alright, I'm gonna
pull
unpause
up.
the sim.
Pull up. Vertical track.
There we go. Okay. Oh, I did go into manual flying here. I took off autopilot trying to figure out what the where this was at, and I just kind of flew around with the drone to see if I could find it. And obviously I had to go way off the flight plan here before I could land the plane to at least try to find the Great Wall. And unfortunately, I'm pretty confident that is the actual Great Wall of China in the sim. So It's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. It's to be expected when you're working with satellite imaging. The sim can only interpret so much, especially with the wall and around a bunch of tree coverings, tree coverings basically and whatnot. There is a few landmarks around here as well. As you can see, this one is a district, so it's just a living district here. I figured I would leave everything on as far as the landmarks are concerned to see if I can fly over to something else that might be of interest. There was a few things by the airport, and instead of flying the drone camera there, I'm actually going to fly there instead. So we're going to go there right now and see. So this is a district right here, and we're not going to be following any like flight procedures here and whatnot. I'm going to be flying low, and I'm going to be flying fast too. So trying to get to the, ooh, maybe not that fast. Not to where we're burning out the engine, but just enough to check out the sights here. I may actually just land looking at the distance of those. Holy cow, this thing is maxing out. Alright, let's manage this a little bit better. There we go. Don't have flaps down or anything, right? No, and trim's at -4, so... Right? Yeah, it's at 4. Okay. Yeah, these are actually near the airport, so maybe we will land and we'll just see if we can catch these here. But yeah, kind of a bummer. Great Wall of China wasn't really a wall. It was just a trail on a mountain is what it looks like, but it is what it is. I at least made the trip and I got to see it in the sim, and I can say I got to be here actually, so that's always pretty cool. And in the sim, Asobo is always updating certain regions, certain areas to have more details in it. I know their concentration has been a lot in Europe and in the US, and they have started to go into South America a bit too. Because I know Christ of the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro has gotten an update to where it's actually 3D modeled pretty well from Asobo themselves. So I'm sure it's just a matter of time before they start making their way over to the Middle East and Africa, and also into Asia here, which will be pretty cool. So again, like I said before, maybe it's one of those things where I'll have to come back and visit, not fly here from point A to point B to point C to point Y to finally get here. I might just take off from like Beijing here, and then I'll just kind of do a loop to see if I can find it to see what it looks like, and then land back in Beijing again here. So we are on our approach. These look like they're close enough to where if I do land, it shouldn't be a cause of concern to get there with flying with the drone, because they're staying rendered in for me pretty well, and we're going right towards them. Although the airport is, it is right here. You know what? No, we're gonna fly it. We're gonna fly it because I'm pretty sure that's the airport. That was the other thing too. I looked at that a lot with Google. Yeah, that's our runway we're supposed to be on right there. That's the other thing too. I probably won't land on the runway I'm supposed to be landing on based on Flight Sim, or SimBrief rather, not FlightSim.to. That's where you get sceneries and mods. But off of SimBrief, I'm probably just going to land at whatever runway I can. But I wanted to see what these were over here because I saw a cluster of them. I thought it'd be some more architecture, like some unique towers and whatnot. Yeah, that's definitely the Beijing airport. You can tell it's freaking huge. You can see the tower. That's the runway I'm supposed to be on over there. I'll put the cursor on there so you guys can see. So that's where we should be landing. But I might end up landing there. We'll see. Oh, I got a marker. Catching a lot of speed here too. I'm trying to manage speed because truth be told, I promised my buddy I'd play some Arma with him tonight too, and I got about 15 minutes to land before I need to get the video saved and get it ready to edit, and somehow have enough time to switch over to Arma at the same time. And he just messaged me to let me know there was an update to Arma. So yeah, that's gonna be cool too. Yeah, this is looking pretty promising. I am seeing some unique structures out here. Looks like those are a couple towers. I wanted to go to the right because this looks like it's like a theater or something. It looks pretty unique. It's just not like a skyscraper or anything like that. Or it's like an arena. And my aircraft is pissed at me. I keep like just punching it. There. Try to get a balance in between here. Beijing National Stadium. Yeah, so it is a stadium. Those ones aren't rendering in. What we'll do is we'll kind of fly straight at this, and then I'll kind of circle to the right and then bank left so we can see it out the left window.
Traffic. 11 o'clock. High. 9 miles.
Yeah, I think we're okay if they're high. But yeah, I figured being Beijing, there'd be a lot to see here too, so I'm kind of glad that, I mean, it's cool to see the Great Wall, and unfortunately it's not what I was hoping it would be in the sim, but at the same time too, with that disappointment, I knew there would be a lot more things to see here in Beijing as well. So I wanted to try to, like, I even maxed out the fuel hoping I had enough, and luckily I do. I have plenty to go around here. To kind of tour the city a little bit. That looks interesting too, whatever that is. But here's the stadium. Let me get on the mouse and zoom in a bit. An interesting looking stadium. Snap that photo of it real quick.
500.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's like a soccer field and a track field, it looks
500.
like. Yeah, you're going to get a lot of 500 call-outs here. National Center for the Performing Arts. Forbidden City. Oh, I have heard of the Forbidden City. I need to go there. China World Trade Center Tower, China Media Group Headquarters. Okay. I may not catch all these towers, but I have heard of the and there's Beijing. I have heard of the Forbidden City. I want to check this out. National Center of Performing Arts. Yeah. I forgot about the Forbidden City. This is cool. This is actually coming and working out for us really well. We get to check this out too. Look at that. Get that photo in there. And then there's the National Arts Center. That looks pretty cool. That's some pretty neat architecture there. There's a railway station over there. Here, let's get a really good photo of this. Or as best as I can, anyways. Temple of Heaven, huh? And then what is this? Okay, that's the Beijing marker to let us know we're in Beijing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Temple of Heaven, and then we're going to do a hard bank to the left. Try to zoom in for you guys for this railway station. It's kind of hard to see though from this far out. It's not going to render as well. Oh, there's a power plant out there. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of weird banking and yeah, not legitness going on here. Oh, this is cool. Get a picture of that. That's neat. I have seen that in a movie before, so I kind of vaguely know about it. I don't know the history or too much details, but I have seen it in movies before. China Zune? Is that what that said? China Zune. China World Trade Center Tower 3. China Media Group headquarters. Okay, so yeah, these will be like some like downtown areas. Is that a... What the hell is that? Uh-oh. Part of the building not rendered in? That's a little concerning when you see stuff that looks like it's floating. Either it's UFOs or possibly something's not rendered in completely yet. I don't want to run into a building, so we're going to go a little wide on this one. Not depicting it quite like it probably should be. Let's see. Yeah. That's interesting. Ooh. Alright, and then that's the stadium. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put it down here. This will be interesting. I haven't had a short approach in a while where I'm just like winging it. Since we're not going to see those, those were like districts. I kind of saw them when I was on my descent coming into Beijing here. So I'm not too worried about those. We'll turn those off. Let's see. The airport is on my left according to my map. That's either a railway station or that's it right there. According to the map, that can't be it. That's a little too close. Hell is it? It's an airport. This should be like really easy to spot. Wait, is that it? Is it right in front of me? Yes, it is. It's right in front of me. Oh, it's on my left now. That's it. Alright, so yeah, little deviation in course here. I think we're going to land on the runway on the opposite side of where we're supposed to land. Make sure our borrow's set so we got correct altitude. Yep, there's the runway right there. We're supposed to land on this side. We're going to come in on this side. We'll at least get the same, we won't have the same runway number, but we'll at least be on the same runway, just the opposite way of where we were supposed to come in. Oh, cut some power, lower the landing gear, first set of flaps. We'll start slowing down. This would be interesting, not being on a nice long final approach. It's nice, smooth, and easy of a landing. Gonna be coming in at an angle and not on the correct runway at all. Alright, speed's low enough now. Do full flaps, but of course they're iced over, even if I have icing on. Alright, looks like the poppy lights got us, because they're showing that we're too high.
500.
If I descend, it looks like they're turning red. Oh, you know what? This might not be the right runway still. Oh, no, it is. According to the map, it is. I was thinking it was over there, but I think we're still good. Man, this is a big airport. All right, markers got us. Yeah, this airport's not fully rendering in right now, too. All right, coming in, and there we go. We're down. And I think we're gonna just park right over there because I don't see much here. It's not quite rendered in over there, I'm assuming anyways. I'm assuming there should be terminals and I'm missing them, unless it's just this big of an airport that they just got airplanes parked all over the place. I guess if I tabbed it, I could see. Yeah, see, it feels like there's some buildings missing over there on my left. They might be rendering them in because I'm starting to see buildings on the right. Oh, yeah, maybe they're rendering in now. It just needed a second. It wasn't expecting me to fly all over the city. There we go. And we're gonna just go ahead and taxi to one of these spots over here, like where these big commercial planes are. We'll be set up into the correct position when we go to take off from here. I just gotta fiddle with the flight plan to make sure, because from here to South Korea and Seoul, you really don't have to fly over North Korea, and flight plans usually try to keep you from doing it. So I'm gonna have to probably try to set up a custom one here to where it'll let me it'll take probably a little bit longer, but it'll let me fly over North Korea a bit too. Yeah, we're gonna park up right here where we're not supposed to be. We'll probably get told to move. Go ahead and shut down the aircraft. Oh, one of the icing things wasn't on. That's probably why it didn't work. And all of my lights are off, apparently. That's interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and shut the aircraft down because it's halfway shut down already, considering all the lights are turned off and everything. Don't know why I did that. I didn't press the hotkey to turn everything on and off for the lighting. But I'm gonna go ahead and let my family and imaginary girlfriend out of the aircraft and pop this open so they can get their luggage while we wait for a shuttle vehicle to come pick us up. And then we're gonna go do some sightseeing and explore a little bit more of Beijing. But guys, that's gonna do it for this video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. I know it was a little bit of a letdown bummer to not see the Great Wall of China as a wall, but like I said, it is what it is, and we got to see some pretty cool things around the city before we landed. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care.